In this tutorial, I will be covering how to use the Data Archive and Distribution System download, or DADS. For M64, there is a beautiful set of data, but the only way to download it is by using the DADS request. Choose the images that you would like and add them to your cart. Then select the cart. Select Submit DADS Request. And in order to download these files, put in your email that you would like them to go to. Everything else can remain the same for deliver the data to archive staging area and calibrated. You can choose other type of files, but I usually use calibrated. Or you can select one of these extensions. I usually select DRC or DRZ for the best type of extension. Sometimes they are not available for all of the filters, so if one of them does not download, simply choose the other option. And then select Send Retrieval Request to ST/DADS. From here, you should receive an email with your confirmation of the files that you would like for the masked data retrieval request. Your username will be anonymous, and the data set will be this number associated with that. This is an old data set that I requested yesterday. Once your data set has been retrieved, you will get a second email titled Retrieval Status for Request. It should usually say Success, and you will need a file transfer protocol program in order to open these files. I use FileZilla, which can easily be downloaded from Google, and make sure to copy the host name of archive.stsci.edu. Open up FileZilla, paste the host where it says host. Your username is anonymous. There is no password. You do not need a port, and select Quick Connect. From here, the files will be under the Stage folder. You can expand it where you will see the anonymous folder, and you can then scroll through these to find the number that was associated with your email. Usually, if you request something, you will get the retrieval email pretty quickly, and your request will usually be the very last one, the most recent one. Otherwise, you can scroll through all of these options to find your number. When downloading, make sure that local site is selected for the folder that you would like. In this case, I want it to go to my Downloads folder. You can choose any other folder that you would like, and it will download it to that folder specifically. So make sure to pay attention to that so you are not downloading things to random folders and wondering where your files went. In this case, I will practice retrieving just the single file by putting in my email, selecting DRZ, and retrieving the file. It will tell you what data set that you have requested. In this case, the data names are a little bit different than the usual data names that start with HST and have information about the file. The DADS data files usually start with much different file names down here. So if you are trying to remember what filter you're using, such as 814 or 438 or 336, you might have to come back and reference each file to figure out exactly which one is which. But it will show the data sets that will have been retrieved. Sometimes if there is not that DRZ file extension, you can go back and retrieve it as a DRC. I have received the confirmation email as well as the retrieval request. It was successful, and I'll once again log into the host to update the file list since it has been updated. Since it is already connected, I'm going to select Abort Previous Connection and Connect in Current tab. And it should update that list for anonymous. My number was 56259. In this case, it looks like it is not updating properly, so I will close out FileZilla and I will reopen it. And there is my file. They do include a JPEG file, but I usually just download the FITS file. Right-click, select Download, and it will automatically begin downloading. And again, it is going to that Downloads folder that I specified up here for my local site. And that is how you retrieve a DADS file from the Hubble Legacy Archive.